is an exciting one, guys. I'm blown away. You have seen in the studio kitchen for the past couple of weeks, this phenomenal foundation in its beautiful state. Now, you have seen it in its aesthetically pleasing finesse. And just quick shout out to Liza Kuhn from Liza Kuhn Interiors. She's done a phenomenal job sourcing everything. Not only did she design this space, but she also sourced all these materials. I'm absolutely stoked. I just want to say, this is something that has taken a long time to finally achieve. So I lived in Australia. I used to shoot videos there on my burner, which will be coming again, but I wanted a studio kitchen to be able to constantly shoot content for you guys. And I wanted a content team. So I had the content team, now we got the studio kitchen. We're pumping out recipes for you guys, and we are gonna help phenomenally create tasty recipes that we can all do at home. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna change the world. We're gonna do it. So, on that note, today we're doing St. Patrick's Day sweet potato hash. We're gonna be doing a couple of different things here. We're gonna learn to roast, we're gonna blitz a sauce, and on top of that, we're gonna do a little one-pan wonder with a sweet potato hash. Straight into the tray, we've got here some grape tomatoes. Now, I love these guys. Because they're smaller, I personally work with them because I think they're a little sweeter. There's less water that dilutes them. Yeah, they're just bursting with this natural tomato-like acidity. So, I'm gonna make them even sweeter. I'm not gonna add any sugar. I'm gonna take out that moisture they have by roasting them. So with that, I'm also just gonna crush some garlic here. So just like that, and smash it across. You can get a couple of those. You can use the back of a knife as well, just like this. So then just kind of spread that out evenly. So we've got a few, maybe 4 garlic cloves, and guys, ingredients are right here. So you can just check down below. You can always head to my website as well. Link down here for all recipe goodies. So we've got that in there. Now here we have some jalapenos. You can use any form of chilies you want. We've gone green to really support our Irish friends. So jalapenos offer a nice smoky taste, but if you have, long green ones, totally appropriate. If you get the smaller ones, just watch out, they're a little bit hotter. So I'm just gonna roughly chop. And I'm gonna throw them, seeds and all. Fun fact, or hot tip, you see what I did there? Hot tip. Thanks for coming. So make sure you wash your hands thoroughly after touching seeds, because if you scratch your eye, you touch yourself in a sensitive place like your underarm or something like that, you're gonna get a very little bit of a rude awakening. From there, little bit of olive oil. Good, nice, sexy drizzle. And of course, we've got ourselves some Himalayan sea salt. Give it a nice shake, little boogie. See that little color boogie right down here. From there, that's gonna go into the oven, and you're gonna get these blistering like beautiful tomatoes come into a jammy consistency. So that goes in, and we'll see that in a little bit. But next, let's get on to our skillet cooking wins. So team, what we're doing here is we're gonna be working with the starch of sweet potato. Add your olive oil. Now with the olive oil, one thing to know is people ask, how do I know it's ready? Now, if it's quite easily moving about the pan, it generally means it's got to a nice temperature to work with. What you don't want to see is really bellowing smoke, because you're obviously getting to a point where those compounds inside the actual oil are bursting and oxidizing. You don't want that. So get a nice medium heat going. And you can always test by adding one. Little sizzle, starting to get some bubbles around it. Let's add a bit more of this flavorful fun to the party. We are currently doing a situation where I'm not stirring the pan just yet. I don't think I will either. That crispy base is gonna get all the attention, and then the residual heat is gonna cook this top part, make it nice and soft. Here at Charlie Street, we'll do something similar, where we actually roast the strands in the oven and make the sweet potato hash. So, what we're gonna do here is actually cook that bottom for about 5 to 8 minutes, get a little bit of golden edge on it, the crispiness. Then we're gonna add some egg-like goodness for the sunny side up action. With that cooking away, we're gonna add a pinch of salt along with the black pepper. And we're gonna get ready to cook our lovely, beautiful eggs. So, grab a little bit more oil just to get a little bit of that fat along the top. So, we're just gonna create a little bit of we've got 3 eggs today. Oh yeah, sizzle. Yeah, a little bit of a hole, there's 1, 2, and 3. Give us a little bit of a nest for our egg. Lovely. Now, put it in the oven, allow the crispiness to come from all around. So from a stovetop, you get the heat direct from underneath. From an oven, it comes from the dry air all around. So it's a good way to make sure that you cook all aspects in an even way. It's gonna crisp it up nicely too. Ooh! And then let's get a little check on these guys. Probably about 3 minutes away. Look at this reveal, team. So it was in there for about 20 minutes, let's be real for a second. And they've shriveled up as if they've been out in the sun, which means they've lost moisture, but made sure their natural sweetness of what they started with was even more concentrated. So if I pick one up, like this guy is pretty saucy. All you have to do now is get all of this into some sort of processor, blender, whatever you will. So let's start with some olive oil. Get our lovely cilantro. Now, here's a tip, guys. When it comes to the cilantro or the coriander, this end here is actually where most of the flavor comes from. You'll notice in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking, they absolutely cherish this part. This guy, bit more lighter, still has a lot of flavor, but it's more for presentation. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna use all this, I'll save some of it later, but to make our beautiful green salsa on top, I'm gonna take most of it, just take off the very tip of the end, which people still use, and then break it up a little bit, and our leaves, and that, and we're blitzing. So in you go, get everything in there, garlic, tomato, and chop. Quality check. Oh yeah. So I think it is time to serve our dish up, and I'll know because we'll see what our eggs look like. Oh, isn't that pretty? This is what you call layered salsa goodness. Got to hit it with some of that olive oil goodness. Sprinkling of our lovely leaves that are left over. So pretty, so clean, so healthy, and a perfect way to pay respects to our lovely Irish friends. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all. So if you want this recipe, make sure you hit the website, or you can see it down below. Give us a like, comment, let me know what you want to see more of, and of course, if you want to see more recipes every single week, click subscribe, team. I'm Dan Churchill, proudly talking to you from my new studio kitchen. And of course, we've got new, exciting, healthy recipe ideas coming to you every single week. See you later, team. Bye.